By 2020, CNET survey predicts that more people will have access to smartphones than electricity or water. Technology is evolving, and what was science now has become science facts. Hello, I am Nasir Agwala, here to tell you about possibilities in technology. Welcome to Tech Talk. First, update from the world of technology.
The latest Android operating system is finally available. Android N or Android 7.0 was announced at the Google I/O, that's Alphabet's developer conference, which held back in May, and the name Nougat was later made public in June. The public betas are now out. This allows its usage on other devices using the iOS or Windows platform. It has such features as Clear All option, updated settings, and quick multitasking. It is not available on all devices. As expected, a phone or tablet must have the software and hardware capability for it to be upgradable or to be compatible to run such new features that will be available with the update. Within days of its release, Pokemon Go has become a global sensation. Many adventurous players literally hit the streets hunting for the digital critters by virtue of the augmented reality, which is the main essence of the game, which is played on smartphones. Ireland-based firm Adaptive Mobile states that scammers target Pokemon Go players mostly in North America via SMS. They prompt gamers to click on a link that would lead players to gain access to thousands of Pokecoins, the in-game currency, in exchange for points. However, the link would instead lead players to a phishing site called PokemonPromo.xxx. The security firm adds that this scam is the largest Pokemon Go SMS spam campaign that they had observed. It is still unclear as to how many victims were affected by these scams and whether they were successfully tricked into providing the scammers with sensitive information. China has beaten everyone in the quantum satellite race. It has launched the world's first quantum communication satellite from the Gobi Desert. This is a major step in Beijing's bid to be at the forefront of quantum research. According to a report by Xinhua, the state news agency, researchers intend to use the satellite to, quote, beam communications, end quote, directly from space to Earth with quantum technology. It will use photons or particles of light. That type of communication could prove to be the most secure in the world, invulnerable to hacking. This service will ensure completely secure methods of transmitting information. Scientists and security experts in many countries are studying the technology. The satellite is expected to circle the Earth every 90 minutes after entering the orbit at an altitude of about 310 miles. As the saying goes, with much popularity comes opportunity for criminals, particularly cyber criminals. An IB Times report shows an upward surge in online fraud, such as phishing. Phishing scams are popular among cyber criminals as they allow hackers to dupe victims into divulging sensitive information, including usernames, passwords, and credit card details. An arrest has been made concerning the recent breach at a technology firm in the United Kingdom called Sage. The investigation is ongoing, and it is believed that between 200 to 300 customers of financial institutions could have been affected. IB Times reports the arrest of a 32-year-old woman whose name was not released. This comes days after the finance and accounting software firm admitted it had suffered, quote, unauthorized access on its computer systems that left data at risk. According to the Metropolitan Police, who confirmed this, the suspect was apprehended at Heathrow Airport on suspicion of conspiracy to defraud. This woman has since been released on bail, and the investigation continues. The New York Times reports that its Moscow bureau was the target of an attempted cyber attack this month. but so far there is no evidence that the hackers, believed to be Russians, were successful. According to CNN, the Times spokesperson Eileen Murphy confirmed the attack. She adds that there is no evidence that their system was breached or compromised. Some other media outlets were believed to have been attacked, but no name was mentioned. This comes on the heels of a similar attack at the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee, which is the fundraising arm for House Democrats. The Federal Bureau of Investigation is looking into it already. Once complete, the government will make an appropriate response.
It's no longer news that Netflix is in Nigeria, but have you tried it? I have, and it's what we'll be reviewing today. Now, on most devices, either Android or the Play Store, Android Play Store or Apple Store, you just go there and download the app. Now, you simply type Netflix. There it is. Download. Now, you see here update, that's because I have already downloaded the app. So let's throttle on down there. Now, Netflix is a provider of videos, movies, documentaries, cartoons, everything. It's very interesting. Now, here in Nigeria, it's basically in standard definition, SD. So it uses less bandwidth. Now, perhaps the good thing with it is it's available on different platforms. You could have maybe load 2 devices, a phone, a tablet, or a smart TV, depending on whichever one you have at home. Now, if you do not have a smart TV, don't worry. You could make your TV become smarter, but don't worry, we won't go into that now. That's for another edition. Now, let's show how this works. Now, once you download it and subscribe to whichever platform you want, either you have 2 devices or 4. Now, I have 2, this tablet and a smartphone. Now, as you can see, some shows are already on here. These I've watched and paused. That's another good thing about this. You could watch, pause it, and exactly where it stopped, that is where you continue when next you open up. Yes, this is a show I was watching earlier, well, with the family. Pausing it, moving on to a different show. It's there, you see, crystal clear. Now, when you open a show for the very first time, it shows the main title and each particular episode for that season. I mean, every episode. Now, you could start from the very first, in between, or the end. It's your choice. Now, this is Daredevil from Marvel. Now, I just clicked episode 10. Aha, there you have it. It's very interesting that before you go, you try to download it. It's not available in Nigeria, not available in your region. But earlier this year at CES 2016 in Las Vegas, Netflix announced that it had expanded, and within 24 hours, it was available everywhere in the world, even in Nigeria. Now, it's not really expensive. Now, most cable platforms in Nigeria, in West Africa, cost, say, between the local currency, say, $3,000 to $3,000, which is equivalent to, let's say, $7 to $8. So basically, it's affordable for every family. I mean, that's the lower part, which can be, that's where you have 2 devices on it. Now, there's a higher premium where you can have like 4 devices hooked up to Netflix. I mean, you download the application on 4 devices. And in there, in each, on each device, you could have 4 users. Now, it's typically the same password, but 4 users, you have user preferences. Let's say the father, the mother, and the children. So maybe daddy likes documentaries and movies, mommy likes some documentaries, some drama, and the children maybe science fiction and cartoons. So depending on your preferences, you can just load them there, and when there's a new movie, a new series, you will be updated. Well, that's what I have for you today on reviews. Okay, now let's demystify routers. Now, that's the means where you can transfer and share your internet access and communication in the home or office.
Yeah, a router is just a device that creates more pathways for a network that allows for more systems to be connected. Like it says, it's a router. It just creates more routes for different devices to be interconnected on a network. Yeah, the reason for the creation of a network is to have a lot of systems communicate with each other. So the network itself enhances communication. So definitely, if a router is what is used to create that network, then definitely that's what the router does. Enhances that network, puts it in order, makes it able to work with whoever is anywhere on that same network. For the routers that we have, it depends on how you want to see it. Sometimes we have wired routers, we have wireless routers, we have both wired and wireless as one device. But mostly what we have in our world nowadays are wireless routers, which also have that, which also could work as wired. But mainly, if it comes to the reach, you have the wireless A routers, you have the wireless B routers, you have the wireless N routers. That's talking on wireless routers, and they depend on what kind of offices or what kind of distances you need to use. Most times in most of our offices, the wireless routers are used mainly for long distances are wireless N routers, which actually have a long distance of about over 20 to 40 meters, which you could, have different devices connect wireless on that router. The problem with installing for someone who is not into IT is the fact that most times you have to go with wireless, you have to go with IP addresses, which is still new to most people who are not, in the technical world. But majorly, what most of these IT companies do is they already have it made, especially for those who are on WiMAX. Those companies who give WiMAX and then they just give you a router. Everything is almost configured on it, and all you just have to do is switch it on, look for your SSID, which is your network name, which would have come with the router, and then just connect. But mainly, if you have good knowledge of IP addresses, knowledge of configuration, which is actually basic knowledge. It's something you could be put through in just a sitting and you get it. But mostly, if you don't, it could be a problem to fix a router yourself. Well, when we have to look at networks, you look at especially internet and internet work now. You have to look at what you're getting from your service provider and of course how it is being shared locally where you are. Now the problem is that if you're having maybe a 2 meg coming from your network provider via a GSM phone or some other small modem or device, and you are trying to share it in a household. Now, of course, you know that most of us phones now also have radios, which they use to transmit most of these things, but the radios might not be as powerful as what you would have on a normal router, on your conventional router now. So the problem is the data coming in from your ISP is coming on your phone. Now, how to share it round is what your phone is trying to do with the little radio, the radio with that amount of power that it has. So what your router will do if you connect it to a router is it's able to share what is coming on your modem to everyone with good speed, but it doesn't increase the speed of what comes right from your ISP.
Well, from that interview, I am sure you learned a thing or two about networks. Well, before we leave you, we have 1 or 2 discoveries in the world of technology. I am Nasser Agbalaya. Bye for now.
Nowadays, almost everything is code encrypted. Your phone, your iPad, your Wi-Fi, your suitcase, the door of your building, and of course, your credit card has a digit code. For sure, it's better to be safe. By the way, how safe is your wallet? In your own home, for example, have you ever realized you were missing some cash? Or is it safe in your own bedroom? Your credit card number never ended up on the internet without your consent? At the office, are you really sure nobody can sneak in your wallet and violate your privacy? Then we realized there was one item that we don't secure enough: our wallets. This is why we created and are proud to present the MiniSafe Wallet, the first code-encrypted pocket-sized vault, including a locking system with 1,000 different combination possibilities and a choose-your-own system. It's amazing how much progress has been made in terms of tracking systems lately. That's why we propose the option to embed your wallet with a tracking system to ensure you never lose it again. It's also guarded with RFID blocking technology. Your contactless cards will be kept safe and protected from electronic pickpockets. The lock is made out of metal for maximum reliability. It is extremely handy thanks to its fan-shaped interior, giving easy access to all your cards, which are stored and well sorted. It can hold US dollars and euros and fit up to 12 cards. We've been working on this idea for the past 2 years with professional engineers to reinvent and develop the locking system to adapt it to a wallet. It's very light and strong thanks to its conception and high-quality materials. We've also been working with the designer Eric Burtis and his design agency in Paris to make this wallet aesthetically beautiful and practical in its use.
So if you think this is a great product for yourself, your friends, your relatives, we would love to have you on board as a backer. And don't forget, it's better to be safe.
exit. Entry. Nice.
This is Curvilux, the smart nightstand that makes your life easier. You can play the perfect track for your mood and always keep your devices wirelessly charged. Thanks to a sunrise alarm, Curvilux will wake you up at the right moment in a very natural way. Also, you can lock with a single tap of the drawer. Like this. Keep your stuff safe. Meanwhile, Curvilux will watch your step late at night, literally. Discover a world of possibilities and start living in your connected home. Now tell me, what has your nightstand done for you lately?
If you're an adventurer, you know the anxiety that comes with running out of water in the middle of a tour. The last thing you want is dehydration when you're miles away from home. Fontus is a self-filling water bottle that allows you to plan your adventures without having to worry about heavy water loads or where to find the next river or the next gas station. Hi, I'm Christoph and I'm the inventor of Fontus. I wanted to create a bottle that would never run dry. For me, it's like magic because out of thin air and sun, we are bringing this bottle to fill itself with drinkable water. We created a compact, small and efficient technology, completely independent and easy to use.
Hi, I'm Bojan, I'm an electrical engineer. We developed a self-sufficient system that uses a cooler to condense the moisture from the air.
Hi, I'm Brian, in charge of engineering and development. Fontus comes in two variations. The Fontus Ride is designed for bikers and uses the Airstream to press air into the bottle. The Fontus Aero is the second version and is a standalone unit that does not need to be in motion to function.
We've been working on Fontus for a couple of years now here at the University of Applied Arts in Vienna. And our efforts have been rewarded already with several design awards. We would like you to become a part of this adventure and support us so that we can continue with the development of Fontus and be able to prepare it for production.
Join us in making this vision come to life.
Thanks for believing in Fontus.